set. We are at a tie match at the top. Double gen pop to avoid the deadlock. They do go down. There is a haste status effect. They do have to be careful here. The hatch is going to spawn momentarily. Deadhard could get them the distance to get it too. Shot.
Really smart play on the ace. Oh my god, getting shot through the window.
No longer have distortion, and they are going to teleport here. I think they get there in time. Yes!
Oh, the crap! Yes! That is disappointing.
This is be a 4-man out because.
Yeah, but they will be able to block this. Yo, getting caught on that. Ace coming with the body block. Oh, they were here. Oh, there you are. Didn't see you come in. Welcome back, everybody, to Champions of the Fog. I'm your host, littlerugaard, and joining me today is none other than Tuliko, back from an extended vacation, I have heard. Welcome back.
I mean, I wouldn't say vacation so much as my back fell apart and I had to have emergency surgery. But we are back. We are feeling excellent. We are so excited to be back with the hashtag fantastic littlerugaard casting Champions of the Fog. It's so nice to see you all. I have missed you very much.
It has been a while. It has been a long while, and I love minimizing your problems. I'm sorry, anyway. That said...
You know what?
What?
Fair.
Okay.
It's fair. It's okay.
With that said, this is going to be one heck of a weekend as we have the finals. Well, sorry, the week before finals of season 4 comes to a close. We have Arctic Wolves versus Chronicles, and this is one of 2 matches we have today that are literally all on the line. Everything matters here because the points are like right next to each other. If I remember correctly, I think Arctic Wolves has 17 points total for the season, and Chronicles has 15. So if Chronicles does a clean sweep here, they can take the lead. So it is literally all down to this.
Honestly, though, that's what makes it so exciting. When there's more on the line, you know, your tensions are running a little higher, your nerves are a little bit higher. But honestly, I think sometimes those nerves can make you play a little better. You know, you're on your ball, you're paying attention. I'm super excited for this matchup.
For sure, and this is going to be a Spirit Mirror on the Dead Dog Saloon. We do see that Corrupt Intervention, Spirit going around breaking some doors, getting these tiles a little bit more open and preemptively ready to start looping. And I imagine, as we've always seen with Dead Dog, even after the Corrupt nerf, they're just going to wait it out. Oh, but they do find Hanji-san up top.
They sure do. Just that little peek around the side of the door is enough.
Yep. Though that sprint burst will get them very far away, and they have to break the main saloon doors as well. Also, we never talked about it. How did you feel about the Attack on Titan skins?
I'm an Attack on Titan person. I've watched, I enjoy. I think some of them are really cool. I think some of them are really cringe. And that is my hot take. I think the killer ones are great. I think Meg's is great. I think Zarina's is okay. I think Dwight's is absolutely bizarre.
Oh, you didn't like Dwight being Aaron?
No, I really didn't.
Oh,
Yui's is
no.
great too, though. That's the one that I got.
I couldn't pick favorites, so I bought all of them because I have problems.
Honestly, I think that's the way to go. Why not pick one when you can say yes, all of them, please?
True. But with that said, that is going to be first hook for our killer here. And they didn't actually go after Hanji-san. They decided to take the Nancy instead.
It looks like they're hooked in a pretty good position for our killer because there are 2 gens right around that seem to have some decent progress, which is really going to set our survivors back a little bit.
True. Unlike the other side of the map where it's a dead zone 3-gen, this is still a 3-gen. It's just a bit more of a loose one. You got the saloon gen, you got this one upstairs. Honestly, you could almost consider it a 4-gen if you really want to, but...
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
They do go for this unhook here, and we do notice those gens are in yellow, so Call of Brine, Eruption, one of the two, maybe both are on the table here, but the survivors are well aware of Sloppy Butcher. Just another additional slowdown to this game. It's crazy. I never thought we'd see Sloppy Butcher that much back in comp again, but here we are.
Honestly, I have seen Sloppy Butcher in 90% of my games since the meta shakeup.
True.
Also,
and yeah, that is an eruption.
That was a good getaway from the survivors as well. It's a shame that the scratch marks got caught by the Nancy, but for a second, I thought our Spirit was going to lose them.
Yeah, they did a really good job of trying to like mix and match there, but unfortunately Nancy does get tunneled out into second stage here. And yeah, that was an eruption, but if you notice, the gens were still yellow after the eruption finished, so it is also Call of Brine.
Ooh.
Which
I've also been seeing Call of Brine a lot. You've been playing Call of Brine a lot, which means that I've been putting it on some of my builds because I want to be like you.
Oh, my heart can't take it. No, literally, my heart can't take it. I am like 2 steps away from a heart attack and diabetes, but that's a story for another day. That said, they do get the unhook as Ace took a hit there for the people from Hanjisan.
Oh!
You'll love to see it, and that's going to get Nancy a little bit of getaway time, but Spirit is going to be quickly following this one up. Oh, Hanjisan trying to take some aggro here for the Nancy, but unable to. Not even going to take chase. They're like, no, this is the one that I want.
Honestly, that's so smart too, because at this point they've only got 1 generator done.
Mm-hmm.
Getting somebody out of the game right now, you've got more gens than survivors. That is always advantageous.
Very true, and they do have a second gen on the way. However, there is a survivor gone. And to be fair, yeah, I'm about to say Hanjisan is broken here and is going to be getting chased by the Spirit. Can they get away?
Very, very patient in this looping from this Spirit. A lot of moonwalking, a lot of waiting to see what the survivors are going to do to play off of them. Really nicely done.
Absolutely. And it seems like, yeah, they're holding W and giving the Spirit a bit of a juke there. However, they have to break this 4-gen at some point somehow, and they have 3 survivors to do it. Here comes
I have to say, there was a long... oh no! Oh no, Zarina!
Oh no. Again, it's a 50-50.
We've all done it.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 with Spirit, and unfortunately, they lost the 50-50 coin flip, and they're going to be first hook here. Going back and checking on the Gallows gen. Deliverance from the Zarina, however, will be a little bit of a second chance here for these survivors, as Zarina is able to get out of the way. Remember, they do have Sprint Burst.
That was very, very nice from the Spirit. Just sitting, waiting, listening, trying to figure out which way she was going to go because she had to go somewhere. That was really beautifully played.
Really well done indeed. And this is going to be second hook coming in for the Zarina. However, I imagine that Deliverance will be enough for possibly the Gallows gen to finish. Possibly even a second generator somewhere else if survivors are really working on it.
It's so interesting to me. Oh.
They have left entirely there. The question is, there's not 2 survivors on this generator. Oh, they are going for the unhook. We should see a separate generator finish momentarily, I would imagine.
And barring some very excellent intervention, I think this Zarina is going to be in a bit of trouble here.
True. Gonna be able to use Sprint Burst to get a little bit of distance here. They do finish the Saloon gen, and Gallows gen does have a lot of pressure on. However, with Eruption Call Up Ryan, that generator is going to be regressing very quickly. And there you have it. They are down. This is going to be a death hook for Zarina.
And you could see for a second the Spirit taking a look at that Fang, maybe thinking, do I want to go for her instead? But honestly, this is the smarter play, getting them out as quick as you can so they can finish less gens. And it's unfortunate for our survivors, but I think our Spirit's playing this exactly how she should.
True. Remember, it is a Spirit mirror, so the opposing side will be able to throw the same kind of pressure at their way. We have 3 generators down for the survivors and 6 hook stages for the killer here. Lots of pressure. Again, like a 2v1, not out of the possibility that we're gonna see one more gen finish on the Gallows, but a 5th gen might be out of the books. Yeah, there's that 4th generator.
Also by Fang, I meant Nia.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Nice.
I
How
definitely
it's
have
grown.
never messed up a name in the game of Dead by Daylight with 29, 31 survivors.
Yeah, no, definitely never. Not you. You're too #fantastic for that.
Oh no. Oh, and there is the
Oh!
vault back. However, I would be shocked if this spirit is able to find this ace.
The question is, does Nia have Unbreakable?
Usually that is on the Deliverance player, but it is entirely possible. As again, we know that Zarina had For the People, they had Deliverance, and they had Sprint Burst. They could have Unbreakable. They didn't use Decisive. That is a very common combo. Yeah, I think the Spirit is just checking their exit gates, making sure that if they close the hatch, there's no chance this this ace will be able to exit gate tech.
And going down to the basement, that is pretty much going to seal Nia's fate, unfortunately. Spirit is such a high mobility killer. There's very little chance with only one other person for a basement rescue, unfortunately.
It is worth noting that while they wait 60 seconds, Ace technically could get really close to the basement, and if they notice the spirit is far enough away, get the unhook, and then try and cause a little bit of pandemonium. If Nia is able to lead a really decent chase, you might be able to get fifth generator done, but I think the play here is like try and do something exit gate related. Like obviously that exit gate's really easy to monitor, but I don't know. Like I don't know if you've been around to see the indoor maps, but there is a lot of hatch escapes on the indoor maps.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean,
because
I suppose
there's
that
no
makes sense
stagnant
because
hatch
there's no
spot.
shack. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I
So
will
what
say
would-
these
what do
exit
you-
gates are pretty rough for the killer.
What do you do in this instance?
I think you wait for them to die in basement, you close the hatch, and then you just had to patrol these exit gates. Unfortunately, these exit gates are kind of rough for Spirit. Again, I think it takes 20 seconds to open the exit gate as a survivor. You can diminish, I think, 5 of those seconds by doing the exit gate tech. I forget, is it 16 or 20 seconds for an exit gate? I thought it was 20.
I think it's 20.
Yeah, you can diminish 5 of those by doing exit gate tech. And then it takes essentially like how long does it take for the spirit to walk across, and when does she use her phase? You essentially have to time it when she uses her phase. And you have to pick the one that she uses her phase not on. I don't know, there's a lot of ifs here, but Ace is totally
There
within the
are a
realm.
lot of ifs.
Yep, and there
It
is
is hatch.
the hatch.
I think you gotta wait until she comes over and checks one. And then go for that one.
Right.
And I mean, this is, she's so fast. With her phase, she can zip from 1 to 1 so quickly. Like, it's doable, but it's not going to be an easy task.
Very true. Very, very true. Spirit phasing over here instead, and they do find the ace after all. So close. Almost got it. But that is going to be a 4K with 4 gens done.
Honestly, though, the survivors did a really great job.
True.
They lost one of their own at 4 gens left, and that was a really rough position to come back from. I'm honestly surprised that they did as well as they did. They played really well.
Very, very true. It's difficult. Spirit is a nutty killer. I mean, obviously, a lot of teams and people will say that this killer is no longer S tier, and I kind of get it, but this killer still just absolutely slaps. It looks like we're gonna hold the ace hostage in the bedroom.
I mean, who
I'm
wouldn't
kinda
want to
here
hold
for
ace
it.
hostage in the bedroom?
That's a very good point.
Everybody. Nobody wants to hold ace hostage in the bedroom. That's the answer to that. I've answered my own question, Rue. Also, chat chiming in very kindly, as they often do, with 20 seconds on the door.
20 seconds on the door. That's what I thought. Yeah, very good attempt from the Ace trying to do an exit gate tech, but unfortunately, I think the Spirit saw that the exit gate handle wasn't in place. I don't think they had direct line of sight. I love it. But with that said, GG WP to these players. We'll be going on to trial number 2 very shortly. Remember, it is a Spirit coming in from Chronicles as well here, as Arctic Wolves did get a 24-8 start. Chronicles also has the chance to do the exact same thing, however. I'm just curious, is the Unbreakable? Yeah, Zarina was the one with the Unbreakable. Unbreakable is very common with Deliverance. You don't see Decisive Deliverance too often anymore. Occasionally they'll mix it up, but it's not a common thing.
Arctic Wolves really having a super strong showing right out the gate. That was an excellent match.
For sure, for sure. Just very, very strong spirit play. And again, I think the Nancy got caught out of position once, and because they were in that corner, main building isn't super safe against Spirit. To be fair, there's not a lot on that map that's like super safe against Spirit, but that's definitely not the spot you want to be. And they cleaned house. They taking that Nancy out early was definitely the right play.
It's interesting because I, as a survivor, used to really love playing on Dead Dog. I used to feel like Dead Dog was a super fun survivor map. I have changed my mind.
It's still a fun
especially-
one.
It's fun, but I die on that map more times than I don't, especially with the uptick in nurses that I've been seeing.
Yeah, it's a really good nurse map.
It's a really good nurse map.
There's
I mean,
okay, to be fair,
you
there's
just-
not a lot of maps that aren't good for nurse, but
That is true. That is
oh,
true.
man. Luckily,
Speaking of nurse-
no nurse here, just spirit. Just spirit.
Did you? I'm sure you saw it, Rue. Did you see the nurse clip that was circulating on Twitter a little bit back? And what did you think about it?
What, the one where the 45
One where
seconds the game was over?
Yep.
I think survivors need to grow the F up and stop cleansing the first thing they see on the map and letting haunted grounds happen.
Whoa!
I
fired?
I looked at that clip and I'm like, I genuinely don't care. Like, the only thing that it highlights that we've, like, as a community, I think we've been saying for almost 2 years now, is that nurse shouldn't be able to apply exposed or sloppy butcher or anything with a blink M1. I mean, but we've been saying that forever now. We've been saying that for the longest time. Nurse shouldn't be applying all these different effects with a blinked M1. It's an ability, not a true M1. But no, that I don't care. Like, that was just survivors, like, being really dumb and just cleansing the first thing that glows. Like, this goes back to Survivor Handbook. If it glows, it goes. All right, if you live by that, you're gonna die by it. In this case, you all died by it. Sorry, I have no sympathy for them. I think they deserved it. The only thing that surprised me was that it didn't result in a speed run.
Yeah, seriously.
The speed run for nurse, I think, is like 1 minute 58 seconds. So
Wow.
yeah, it's gross. Don't. Actually, I'm gonna go look at the leaderboard after this. We'll take a short ad break here as we get the next trial set up. I'm gonna go see what the current speed run for nurse is now. I'm very curious. But with that said, we'll be back in just a moment. Stay tuned for these ads. Again, you are our only sponsors. All the bits, subs, donations. I even saw some weirdo subbing a second ago. I don't know who littlerugaard is, but you know, I appreciate the support nonetheless. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Thank you so much. All right, we're back. Welcome back, everybody, to Champions of the Fog. We're going into trial number 2, match number 1 of the day. We're at the season's close here as we get ready for finals, and these two teams are duking it out for the place of what was it? The place of privilege, I guess you could say, as we get our final 3 sorted out. Again, Chronicles and Arctic Wolves are very much in the top contender here. It is all down to this. However, Chronicles is going to need a hardcore sweep here in order to win set 1. Remember, they can't drop a single point. They have to win both set points and the match point to be able to beat out Arctic Wolves. So it really does come down to this match. But remember, second place is still on the line.
I think, honestly, having some of that pressure on them is probably going to hopefully help in this instance. They have a very clear idea of what they need to do to succeed here, and I think that sometimes having something so laid out like that is a huge benefit.
Ooh, there was a survivor. I don't know if you saw it. They were just sneaking around the edge here. Remember, it is similar RNG, it feels like, to the previous Spirit, where there is not a dead zone 3-gen, but you do have a 3-gen nonetheless back, kind of in the back by Saloon. So similar instance. Yeah, the Spirit's using that corrupt time to break open the map a little bit. They do.
Oh,
I think this is
there's
Nia.
somebody.
Yeah, they find Nia. Sprint burst. No, that's gonna be a hit.
Oh.
And that is also, by the way,
was that?
It might have been. I don't think it was. It's not uncommon. We have seen Smash It before, but a very quick down on the Nia here. And worth noting that there is Sloppy Butcher.
Oh, the bane of my existence. I never thought I would hate Sloppy Butcher as much as I do. This is trouble.
Yeah, this is a basement hook here from our Spirit. And this is, again, a very early down, very early basement hook. And now the job is prevent gens from being done. If you can just make her die and not a single gen gets done by patrolling, that's your ideal scenario here.
honestly, and with her mobility, that is a doable task.
True. Checking the gallows gen. Yeah, they're patrolling gens. They don't want anything being done here. Checking their basement.
Very, very closely to see if they hear anybody in the area.
True. It is worth noting that gen is yellow. Could be Eruption. Could be Colubrine. Jake is in a lot of trouble here.
Oh no! Please don't.
And they are going to go for the hook trade. That is Eruption. They do finish a gen. And now the question is this a borrowed time or not? 2 gens finishing. Survivors are not wasting any time. It is a borrowed time save.
Oh,
and they're going to go straight for the tunnel. Yeah, and there you have it.
Wow!
Jake's still in the basement. I imagine if they have borrowed time, they could also have the deliverance here. Yeah, there is a probable pickup. Not an. I don't think you use a breakable here. I think you get a pickup. Oh, this is intense.
Moly.
2 stages for 2 gens. The Spirit was not looking for that. That is really tough for them.
My heart is beating like a million miles a minute. So many things just happened, including 2 gens popping, which I didn't even realize because there was so much happening with Jake and the Nia and the chase in the basement. This has turned into a very interesting match.
It really has. That failed skill check in the far gen. Not a lot of progress though. They do have Gallows gen progress as well. Is this Jake?
I was
think
about to
it's
say,
base.
there's somebody up there.
Yeah.
On that gen. I was surprised she didn't chase them off right away.
Yeah,
although
Sarva's
maybe
going for the
baiting
gun
out
hook.
the rescue.
Yeah, and notice that she's leaving everybody injured here, and they haven't been having a chance to reset yet. Yeah, this is going to be the tunnel out on the Nia. You know there's no borrowed time. There is the down. Is there a decisive strike maybe to save this Nia?
We'll see.
No, there is not. But they do finish a 3rd gen. 1 more gen here, and it's going to be an even more hectic match. Obviously, you can't let the 5th gen finish, but a 4th gen here means that tie set at the very least.
This is wild. Honestly, I think the survivors are in an incredibly strong position at the moment.
They are.
It's so unfortunate because it felt like the Spirit was 100% going to be able to capitalize on that basement hook at the beginning, and then it just somehow all kind of went wrong in terms of the rescue happening and the other 2 survivors just sitting gens like they should have. You know, sometimes the survivors are doing all the things right and you get unlucky because that could have gone so differently. That was wild.
That is a good point. And now just looking around for the survivor, it looks like they're healing up or at least resetting. Not seeing anybody just yet. I'd go back and check that corner gen.
I would
Oh,
too.
they have completely reset.
Honestly, I think that's probably pretty smart, although they could have all just sat a gen together and ranked that one out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, to be fair, the Spirit, again, with the high mobility, can kind of pick and choose their fights here pretty well. Oh, there's 2 survivors over here, and it looks like I would actually probably go for the Jake, but they do see Hanji-san over here. Where'd she go? She upstairs?
I would.
Oh, they are split up.
I feel like our killer is a little bit unsure of where to go at the moment. To be fair, they're juggling quite a bit. I'm not sure I would know what to do either.
No, that's entirely fair. Another skill check over here. Maybe trying to get great skill checks. I'm not sure. Or just trying to take maybe pressure away from this arena. Looks like they will be going to chase after the Jake after all this TNL wall. They will get a hit.
Nice anticipation.
For sure. Now the question is, can this Spirit get a hook before... Oh, whiffing into the air. Jake's going to get a little bit of distance here. Not too much. Just stick it at the tile. I mean, to be fair, this is away from a lot of the gens, so...
Nice.
Oh, Eruption value, though. That is the power of Eruption. That's why we see Eruption Colubrine so often now. Oh, no. They made the Spirit vault. Oh, the Saloon Jet, however, is about to pop. It is so close.
Wow, it certainly is.
Yeah, they're not gonna be able to stop that.
And there it is. There's our 4th gen.
Yep, it is now a tie set. Spirit has to get a 4K right now just to tie it and prevent Arctic Wolves from taking the W on set 1.
And unfortunately, the survivors are in a position where they could let that Jake go, have Kate be taking chase, and then just have the last person on that last gen and just get it done, you know?
True, but these 2 gens are pretty close, and the water tower gen isn't that far away either. And if they don't get the unhook soon, this Kate's gonna go down very quickly. And we see this, I think, by water tower. There's the deliverance from the Jake as we were expecting, though. And the survivors are gonna be able to reset some of this pressure. However, now you can hook back into your 3 gen. Oh, this is really tough.
This is really tense. This is probably one of the more tense matches I have seen in a while. Not that I've seen many because I've had a broken back. But this is incredibly tense. I feel like this is one of those matches where you think it's going one way, suddenly it's going a different way, and now I'm just like, this is anybody's game.
True. This is a lot going on, and Hanji-san will be able to get... I need to stop calling him Hanji-san. It's Arena. I'm sorry. This is not technically Attack on Titan, but I'm just kind of into it, okay?
No, you know what? You live your best life, Rue.
I'm trying. We're getting there. That is all survivors injured. The question is, where are they? They're splitting out the hooks on everybody. Oh, good hiding there. Eruption on this generator. Yeah, really worried about these other 2 gens. Gallows gen has a lot of progress on. That's about 60%. However, this survivor is injured. Balanced landing. Oh, there's 2 of them.
Oh, and they're both here. You said that they needed a 4K right now. They might be able to pull that off.
They needed that hit, though. They really needed that hit, not to whiff into the air. They're getting their power back. Jake will probably go down here. The Kate needs to be able to go reset the other survivor. Another whiff.
Oh, no. What?
Weird.
That was a very weird miss.
Yeah, they do get the pickup on this arena. However, now you're going to be able to hook this Jake, kick that generator back. Obviously, if they were on it, then maybe, but yeah, everybody's still injured.
Like we're into one of those slow end game things where there's not a lot left to do, but because of the way the gens are spread out, because of where they're being hooked, the killer is able to capitalize on that, even if kind of in a slow way.
No, that's entirely fair. And it looks like they did reset Zarina. And look at the hook stages, though. There's only 3 hook stages despite all the pressure that's been put on. I don't think Zarina's been hooked once. In there, you see, yeah, they're going back for the unhook here, but will this end up being a hook trade? Yeah, it's the Kate that's back here. Yep. And that'll be a hook trade.
Yes? No, because
pallet's done.
Reset.
Yeah, they didn't send Zarina in for the unhook there. Maybe they are hoping to possibly sneak the Zarina out through the exit gate instead for fresh hook states. I'm not sure. Call of Brian is going to be applied to this generator as well.
No, but hasn't the Zarina been hooked?
I don't think so.
Didn't the Kate just rescue the Zarina?
No, the Kate picked up the Zarina. They left him slugged.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
And Zarina coming over here and tapping that generator. Now it's Jake going back in for the unhook. I don't know what the plan here is. Both of these survivors, I believe, are now death hook, as Zarina is the only one that hasn't been hooked yet.
I think they have to be going to get Zarina out, because this is one of those things that feels a little bit like a losing situation for the survivors. It's just, and it's unfortunate because you get into this cycle, right? You got 1 gen left.
They're gonna finish that gen. Jake went to comp corner. Kate went immediately back to that gen. It only had like 30%. We might see that gen pop.
See if she can get there.
No, they're not on it. Oh no.
They're not. Yeah, this is really, really rough, because you get into this cycle of rescuing and healing.
Yep.
And what you really need is 1 person to just stick the gen, and you can't quite get there because everything else is kind of working against you. So even if it's not as cut and dry as the first match, I do still think a 4K here is incredibly possible.
I think you're right. Yeah, I thought the survivor is the fact that Kate was running back over to where Zarina was. I thought they would double up on that generator, but That does not seem to be the case now. Best case scenario for the survivors is obviously like even at this point, like even if they manage to get one survivor out, even if it's not Serena with fresh hook states. Yeah, oh, there is Serena in the back there as well. I mean, it's still a W on this set as it is very close point wise. Both survivor squads have managed to put up 8 points on the board. The killer is looking at a very close 4K here.
This is so tense.
It really is.
I'm excited.
Oh, and there they go. They do go down over here in the corner. The question is now is what do these exit gates look like? Because this exit gate's really far away on Saloon's side. If the other exit gate is opposite, it's opposite. However, I think you can monitor both from Saloon.
I think you're right.
I think the thing that Spirit needs to be worried about here, though, is if you let Zarina stick around for too long, she's going to crawl, and you can't find survivors on this map. I have tried. I think they may be sensing that Zarina goes to that corner. Kate comes to this one as soon as Hatch gets kicked, immediately starting the exit gate, but they have to kick Hatch first? I don't know. This is,
This feels risky.
yeah, just a little bit. Zarina already bled out a little bit twice now, I think, as Spirit has never hooked her. And now just sitting back there in the corner of the map. Yeah, I think Spirit has to go back for this hook. She's only got 2 minutes left on the bleed out timer.
Yeah, this is tricky because the survivors are kind of setting themselves up for the best case scenario on their end, which is still not a great scenario. Oh, there she is. Okay.
Yep. They do find their slug, which is a useful thing for the Spirit. Obviously, you need those points. That is 6 points worth of hook states on the Zarina still. Yeah, not opting to go for it just yet. They really want to try and get a tag here.
They really do.
So that way, obviously, if you get a tag on the survivor, they will never be able to heal through Sloppy, as I don't think there is any medkit charges left in the game. Yeah,
you know,
everything.
Unfortunately, Kate is doing everything she needs to, you know, be sneaky, and Spirit is doing everything she needs to win, and it's just who's gonna crack first, and it looks like our Spirit is gonna go for this hook. Which honestly, I think she has to. I don't know how you find a survivor on this map.
Wait, where is Spirit
when they're not
going?
down. Where is what? She doesn't make that hook.
I think what's going on is the Spirit wants to get a more central hook.
Okay.
And that's what it is. Spirit wants to get a more central hook here. Also, worth noting, I don't know if you saw it, but there was a crow that ran up, and I don't know if it was I don't know if it was the Zarina scaring the crow or not. Very weird plays here from Spirit. I'm not really sure what the point of that was besides maybe getting a better hook spot.
I agree.
Oh, I guess this would, this means that, I guess this is a third location the Spirit doesn't have to check. You don't have to make sure the unhook happens. You don't have to make sure the, like, yeah, you have to check your hatch spawn, exit gates, and making sure the survivor doesn't unhook. But now they're just running away on tire. I need someone in chat to make me understand what's going on.
Yeah.
They
chat,
unhooked?
do we have thoughts on this?
I don't know why they unhooked, honestly. Unhooking seems weird. All right.
I wouldn't have unhooked unless I could get a gen popped, honestly. Which is not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I
think. Did she not see the feet?
What? I am.
Oh no! Yeah, I was about to say you can see underneath the carriage was Kate walking by. Nope. It sounds like I'm in this corner. Put me in the corner. Okay, is it a fact of where the exit gate spawns in conjunction to the hatch? I'm really confused by this.
I am really confused. I feel like I should be doing a better job casting and saying things, but I don't know what to say because this is confusing to my brain.
Yeah, this is very confusing. I'm not sure what's going on here. They do get this hook. This is the second hook coming in.
Yeah, people in chat pointing out that they really need to try and get their fresh hook points, but oh!
There's the Kate, and this is looking like a 4K tie set. Oh, is there no hook?
There's no hook. Because the hook to
No,
the left is not there.
There's one right there. Yeah, there's one at corner.
Oh, there is.
That might be what they were doing. They might be putting them in a situation where they can't ever get a hook. That might have been what they were trying to do.
Huh.
Maybe there wasn't enough hook stages back or hooks in the corner, so forcing bleed outs instead. But that doesn't. I don't know how that works. I don't think that works. I don't know. Well, regardless, that was a very bizarre game at the end there, but that is in fact the 4K, and now we have a tie for set 1. The suspense continues.
Crazy Lady Liz in the comments saying that if they were the Kate, they would have let the Zarina hang and commit to the gen. Honestly, I think that's what I would have done as well.
I mean, but the problem is, like, if Spirit comes by that generator, then you know the vicinity of the Kate anyway. I mean,
I'm not sure
I think it's a better option than unhooking.
I agree. There wasn't a good choice.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I'm really curious how that end game could. I feel like there's multiple ways that end game could have gone down there. That was very interesting.
I'm surprised they didn't try to go for the Zarina getting out harder because she was fresh. That would have been more points.
Well, I mean, even if you get one survivor out as Arctic Wolves, you only need to secure 1 point here to make sure that Chronicles doesn't overtake you.
Yep.
Again, it is 17-15 in favor of Arctic Wolves. You get 1 point. That is, you are now at 18 overall season points. Even if Chronicles wins this, like the other two, that's only 17. So you can secure. I don't know. That is very interesting. But with that said, we'll be moving on to set number 2 here. And set number 2 is going to be taking place on Wretched Shop. And we're going to be seeing an Executioner coming in from Chronicles here. And spoiler alert, it's going to be none other than our own favorite Jukebox on the Executioner, rocking it out for the final of the regular season for season 4. So with that said, we'll be taking a short ad break here to get this underway. Again, thank you all for watching. We'll be back in just a moment. Stay tuned. All right, and welcome back, everybody, to trial number 3. First set was a complete tie, and so now everything is reset, riding on this set. If we have I'm kind of excited to see what would happen in a third set. Personally, I think we've had only one tiebreaker this season, which, I mean, good job on the team, so not letting it go to that far. But it's been a tiebreaker like almost never, so I kind of wouldn't mind it. This is a good match for a tiebreaker, I feel like.
I am super excited about this. First of all, I'm excited to see some Pyramid Head play.
We
love Pyramid Head.
Oh, did they not see the survivor right in front of that gen?
I don't know.
Oh no.
Apparently not. That is unfortunate.
That is quite unfortunate. Oh, they find him anyway though, and they are gonna be able to take him chase into the TNL. There is corrupt intervention. Not using their power just yet. And we do see the double add-ons. We see the range add-on as well as the duration add-on, or what I call the duration add-on. Allows you to use this power for just a little bit longer to zone the survivor. What a shot.
Nice hit. Really well through the truck.
Yeah, absolutely. And that might have been an overcome.
Oh.
Holding that corner really, really well. This is a very scary chase for this Nia.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna
There you
hit
go,
that
fourth
group.
torment.
Unfortunate. Not getting caged? Question mark.
Oh, you almost never see them cage right off the bat anymore. You hook first, and then you can go for a tunnel right after this, and then at that point, there's just nothing the survivor can do. This gen is gonna pop very quick. Nope, gen does not pop. I thought they were almost been ready to. All right. Multiple gens on their way though, and this actually these gens are really close together. Look how close these are.
They certainly are. I
And
feel
they're
like
yellow.
this gen spread is a little
Wonky?
interesting. Yeah, wonky is actually the word I was going to use, but I was like, that doesn't sound professional enough. But then you said it, and now I feel silly.
And a third gen was being worked on as well. Yeah, kind of proxying this Call of Brian on that generator. And they hear it. They hear the sounds of those skill checks going off. And they're not committing to it. They're just gonna let it kind of sit there and Nope. Okay. Oh, they get the blind.
Oh, do it.
Felix able to take the hit there. Well, and getting the iframes on the Nia as well. And here we're gonna see the tunnel out. Not able to get the hit. That was a really good save, and that is going to deny a lot of pressure on these generators. Or I'm sorry, on this. Oh, don't tell me there's a decisive 2.
Oh, this is rough.
But that is going to be eruption on both of those gens.
Wow.
And a decisive.
So much has just happened.
True. But they are gonna get the down.
Oh,
this
nice
jet is
window.
so close.
There is a lot happening, and if I were this Pyramid Head, I would be stressed.
I'm stressed just watching. And then I'll go for the
yeah.
cage. We're gonna see at least 2 gens pop though.
Yeah, we are. This is a really tense situation.
It really is.
I am surprised by some of the choices that are being made, but also it seems like it's kind of playing into our Pyramid Head's favor. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, they are hooking in a really tough spot. I think, is there a 3-gen back here? Yeah, there is. So Pyramid Head does, in fact, have a 3-gen that they just hooked in as well. And this survivor is immediately going to get final judgment as soon as they get unhooked. Yeah, there's that 3rd generator. They are trying to get these gens out of the way, but Pyramid Head has correctly identified a really good gen setup.
Honestly, if it's me, if you know they're gonna get final judgment as soon as they get taken off hook, I just leave them.
I think you need to hook into
gens,
the survivor.
man.
Oh,
So okay.
so many hits, so many hits. There's the eruption as well. Cage coming in.
Jesus.
And the tunnel out on the Nia is imminent.
This is so much. Someone's got to get on a gen in that 3-gen immediately, though, because Nia's taking him far away.
You'd hope. There's the uncage, and this Nia is about to die. There you go. They go down, and this will be the final judgment.
The chop.
Big ol' hefted chop, and Nia will be sent back to the campfire.
You know what?
Generator
She likes
was
it
being
there.
worked on, though, hitting those great skill checks.
Holy moly. I feel like stressed. I don't know how to explain it. This is such a stressful match.
It really is. It really, really is. And it's crazy because there's only 4 hook stages for this killer so far, but there's a survivor out. They have a 3-gen intact.
Holy moly.
And all survivors are healed, so they're going to have to be getting this generator regressing ASAP.
This is, I don't know what I would do right now if I were this Pyramid Head. I feel so overwhelmed watching. I don't know. You can't really commit to chase because the gens are popping too fast. You've got to hold your 3-gen. Like,
Good shot there. That's
Really
how you start it.
cool.
Just very methodically getting a hit and an eruption to boot.
wow.
Cage
Wow, wow,
coming
wow.
in on this survivor as well. I think they're hoping that Cage puts them inside the 3-gen, but I don't think it does.
That gen that's kind of in that central area has definitely lost some progress.
True. And yeah, I was about to say, this generator is probably getting worked on, and it is. Pyramid Head coming over here and kicking that one as well. Uncage
You know-
happening, and this is going to force a lot of regression on these gens if those survivors have to reset.
If they can cat and mouse these gens a little bit, they'll be in an okay position.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if he's coming all the way out here. But this is tense on all parties.
Oh, that was close. It was real close. Sprint burst from this Felix is going to get him distance. Question is how much. Oh, no. Now they're ready to be caged
no.
again.
Oh no.
And they go down over here. Then you get caged in your 3-gen. Eruption going off. They're not going to go for the
This is-
cage.
Such a sensory overload this match between the eruptions, the hits, the heartbeats.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much.
It really is. There's the hook on Felix for second hook.
Whoa.
Both these gens have progress, but they are going absolutely ham on this middle one. Can they finish it? It doesn't look like they have time.
Oh my gosh, that is heartbreaking. That gen, that's the gen that if I were in this match as a survivor, I'd be like, I'm getting this dang gen done if it's the last thing I do.
True,
You're just
true.
working on it all match, and you're just trying, man.
Yeah, Colubrine Eruption just proving to be such a potent combo for the people on the Felix from this arena is going to give them a second chance. And yeah, as soon as they saw that for the people, they're not even going to bother committing. You need this gen regressing more. Felix is no longer an easy target to the tunnels. Arena's going back to that gen. Yeah, this gen has the most progress. You definitely want to protect it. I
Everything
think
is
Pyramid
just
Head might
happening
be in a
so
good spot,
fast.
though.
Everything's just happening so fast. It's hard to like keep track of who's doing what.
It's crazy because at the same time, not a ton is getting done. Survivors are barely eking out progress, but as soon as something happens, someone goes down.
It's like everyone's talking, but nobody's saying much. Whoa!
That was a spicy hit, but the eruption is going to take off
That-
another chunk of progress.
Sure was spicy.
It was. And again, going to be probably doubling up on that generator, trying to break that 3-gen.
That's all you can do at this point.
True, true. Pyramid Head's going right back for it, but is it enough? Oh, look at that. There's not enough cylinders firing on it at all. Unhook on this arena from the Cates. Yeah, this is absolutely insane.
This is brutal. Oh my gosh.
Well,
This
no
poor
brutal strength.
generator. You're funny. You think you're funny, bro.
Fun fact, as these survivors might be well aware of at this point, we have not seen a 4th perk from this killer yet. There might even be an endgame package. Oh, trying. Taking some shots. However, this survivor is very much dead.
But every shot that they take, every shot they make him whiff is another couple of seconds to be on that gen and break up that 3-gen. So he's doing what he needs to do.
But a double eruption. And this is final judgment coming in on the Felix. Can they finish that generator?
Holy moly.
Oh, it's not being doubled up on. It was being single pumped out. Oh, no. We might not actually see another gen finish. This might be the only gen.
I'm so confused. You're both healed. I think I would have tried to commit on that gen. Because that's kind of the only choice you got. Unless they just are saying, you know what, we're not going to get them all done. Let's just get one done somewhere. Which, you know.
Well, the problem is that Call of Brian is strong for a reason. It 200% regression is brutal on these generators.
It surely is.
Might just like all the progress they make just gets negated.
Ooh, hello?
Another spicy shot from the Executioner. They've missed a lot of shots, but to be fair, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and this Executioner's definitely got some great shots this game.
That's why I don't take any shots. I have 100% win rate.
I don't think that's how that works.
I'm pretty sure it is, Rue. I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Man. Now, to be fair, yeah, both of these survivors have very strong tiles to run into. They think, yeah, Executioner going to take a chase here, as the gen that Kate is working on does not have that much progress, and thinks they might have a chance for a hit here, or at least a quick chase. We'll see.
And I feel like this match is just a perfect example of the power of pushing survivors off the gens. Sometimes it's not about committing. Sometimes it's just about pestering them enough to make them make mistakes.
Very true. Oh, and a failed skill check to cost 10%. Actually, that failed skill check can be brutal.
That gen has been sitting at that amount of pistons for 12 years.
Not wrong.
85 years.
Not wrong. And now this Kate is in a world of trouble, as now that gen's regressing. The Zarina's gen has a lot less progress. And there's the eruption. This looks like it's going to be lights out. Going for that hook.
If she doubled back into that accidentally, or if that just clipped like her ankle, because that seemed like she was far enough forward.
She didn't have a lot of places to run after vaulting. She only had a couple spaces to go angle-wise, and unfortunately, the Pyramid Head lined it up in a very precise way. Jen's still regressing so much.
Oh my gosh.
What are the exit gates? Yeah, checking out these exit gates. One on this side. Oh, and they found Zarina as well.
No. Oh, no.
You know, hold on. If Zarina has overcome or something, this could be bad for the Executioner. No, never mind. I was about to say, if the Kate kills themselves in time, that could ricochet them over to the hatch in time, but it does not seem to be the case. In fact, Kate does not seem to be killing themselves on hook at all. Kate seems to just be hanging out with the family.
Interesting.
Yeah, these exit gates are pretty bad, though. You would have to go for hatch play. These exit gates are very easy to look at.
But you know what else, though? With the new skill checks on final hook, or on second hook, sometimes you miss 2 in a row, but because the skill checks were just far enough apart, you don't die. And so that might have just been unlucky.
That is entirely possible, but with that said, that is going to be a 4K with 2 gens remaining. And I was talking about this earlier because remember, we have one final trial up in this set. Arctic Wolves, I've noticed from Arctic Wolves occasionally, they choose some of the spicier picks when it comes to killer. And I don't know if that is going to benefit them at this point, because we're going to be seeing a Cenobite. And I would not put Cenobite in the same tier as Executioner.
I agree, But you know what? Maybe they've got something big planned and they're going to come in and blow all our minds.
Maybe, but
I mean,
even with that,
like,
even if you they have to 4K before the 4th gen finishes to tie this set. Just to tie, not to win, but to tie. That's a hard call for any killer, let alone a Cenobite. I don't know. This is going to be a tough one. This is going to be spicy, though. I'll give you that.
Well, no doubt they'll be bringing the pain with those chains, so we'll just have to see what happens.
Quite so. I mean, this is why we play it out. But with that said, one final trial left to go. It is going to be the Cenobite for Arctic Wolves. Can the Cenobite 4K before that 4th gen gets done just to tie it up? Can they possibly 4K at 2? I don't know. Maybe the Cenobite comes out here, like, floats into the sky, takes the box, slams it down, and all of a sudden the survivors are all, like, chained to the ground and they bleed out. I don't know.
Do me a favor, Rue.
Yes?
Say that thing again about will they... Say that again. Do that sentence again.
What?
And then leave it open at the end. Just say, will the Cenobite, blah, 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 blah. Say something like that. Just do it,
will the
trust me.
Cenobite 4K before 3 gens? I'm scared
Or will
now.
it Cenobite them in the ass? Let's find out together. Right after the commercial break.
We're going to an ad break after that one. Jeez. All right, and welcome back, everybody, to the final trial. It is a Cenobite on the Wretched Shop. 3 gens are all that is remaining between Chronicles taking the lead and Arctic Wolves potentially losing their first place spot altogether. And then it comes down to the second match today, where I believe Petroleum is the second place spot. And if Petroleum wins their match, it's a complete upset and a complete upheaval from the entire season. So it's all down to this trial. No pressure, Cenobite. No pressure.
You know, sometimes the pressure of knowing what you need to do helps you to get it done.
Look at this. We do see the impaling wire. Arguably, honestly, it just makes Pyramid Head playable, or sorry, Pinhead playable in my opinion. Oh, I just realized it was Pyramid Head versus Pinhead. Ah, that's kind of cute.
It's a head-to-head matchup, Rue.
I need to get you a different. I need to get you a different joke book. We got to take away the dad jokes.
No. Never.
Honestly, okay, I will give you one. That was actually kind of good. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
But oh. First minute of prep almost expired here. Also, okay, so this is what I was trying to get to. They have Original Pain as their add-on here. How often do you see the Original Pain?
Well, since I have never
Good shot.
seen it at all, I didn't know what it was until just now when I looked it up.
Oh, okay. How did that work out for you?
Well, it appears that survivors who break free of possessed chains suffer from the deep wound status effect.
Indeed, the extra slot, and they found the box. They have found the box. Also worth noting, this is Sloppy Butcher. Sloppy Butcher, there is that deep wound original pain status effect. Nancy running for her life here, trying to get out of the chains, and this is going to be an early down and an early
wow. Oh, Rue, how do your words taste right now?
Like vinegar and regret?
You were so certain that this was not going to go well. They are starting off with
It's early. It's early is all I'm saying.
All right, you know what? I choose to believe. I believe in the weird 2-finger gloves.
I'm here for it, okay? I am here for a good Pinhead match. I'm not going to complain, but I'm just saying from a strict standpoint of tiers and power level, Pinhead doesn't play to the same level as Executioner on a given day. Ooh. Can they get this?
Yeah,
so close.
Oh, wow. Almost.
Now, if they had landed that, that would have been absolutely insane.
So
Ace is still injured, though.
You started off really strongly. What do you do now, Rue?
I would have actually gone back and tunneled the survivor that got unhooked, but I guess also just going after these survivors, spreading the pressure out, waiting for your next box to come online. These survivors don't have a lot of gen pressure just yet, and as we see, that is Colubrine and or Eruption on these generators, regressing them.
Cenobite is keeping them moving. We love to see this.
True. Okay, I think it might be a spectator issue because some of these hits do look a little bit further back. Look at that. Do you see how they managed to get just enough air to activate balanced landing there? That is some skill. I can, like, if I do it, it's because it's unintentional and that I lose, like, speed. And I'm like, dadgummit, I didn't mean for that to happen.
No, but these survivors are professionals. They can calculate these things at the drop of a hat.
That is, in fact, Eruption, it looks like, as it was out of the 60 seconds. Could still be Collar Brine, but this is second hook. No gen's done, mind you, so you're not too far off currently. And everybody's injured.
Hook. This is a rough place for the survivors to be.
Is Arctic Wolf gonna make me eat my words?
I 100%. Look, all I'm saying is Arctic Wolves came in here howling, and they said, we know what we gotta do. We are gonna show this caster that Cinnabite is the pick. We are gonna clutch this game out.
That's one gen down. That other gen has a lot of progress on it. Deliverance from the Zarina is going to reset a lot of this killer's pressure. Get the grab.
Oh! We do love to see that, cutting that chase a little bit short for the Nia.
True. Again, like, as a pinhead, you need to tunnel a survivor out here, in my opinion. Like, a survivor needs to be tunneled out so you make it a 3v1. At the point of a 3v1 with the box in play, it becomes so difficult. Oh, they're just gonna teleport to Zarina.
I came.
Zarina is still broken. Now would be a good time to get him. Really nice shot through the window.
True. Deep wound taking effect.
Gone already.
Yeah, this is a really good pallet for them to be on.
That's one of my favorite kinds of loops as a survivor.
Really?
Can he get there in time? Yeah,
No.
the 2 trucks with the pallet. Oh, I love that loop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, this is my issue with Pinhead, is that look at how good the shots are from this killer, and the power does nothing to slow the survivor down.
You know, that's a fairly good point. Except for when it's me, in which case I always die first.
Yeah, this chase just went on long enough that it's, yeah, there's that third gen.
Oh, no!
They really needed to hit this arena down earlier. This is what I'm talking about. This is why. And no one will change my mind until the spawn logic for the chains is changed or something, or fixed. This is why the killer can't perform. It's a high skill cap killer. This killer has an insane skill cap, right? They have a skill shot, effectively. And you don't get rewarded 99% of the time for being good with his power. Like, the chains go away, and survivors are back doing thing. You slowed down to use that shot, and you got nothing for it. This is why you do not like Pinhead. They just do not feel... Same thing with Billy. It feels like you are not really rewarded for playing at a high skill level. I don't know. It might just be me, but yeah, now we are in the time moments. Now, essentially, 1 gen done from Chronicles, and it is game over.
Oh, this is... Well, maybe now I have to eat my words. My words also taste like vinegar and regret.
Oh, no. I mean, it's not over yet, obviously. You obviously have multiple slowdown perks. If you can get this Zarina out of the game, it's a 3v1. And then, you know, Box can kind of take over the pressure. They are coming back for... wherever the survivor is. I imagine Serena is nowhere to be seen, and you can't take you can't take chases to any survivor. You need to find Serena. This is not the chase you want to take. You need to find Serena and get her out of the game. Yeah, there's that call up, Brian.
True.
Need to find this. Yeah, you got to go back to this gen now. Oh, there's 2 survivors on it. There's so many skill checks going off.
Honestly, you know what? This is such a good example of if one thing had gone a little differently, if he could have gotten that Zarina just a little bit quicker,
so
things could be totally different.
If Pinhead's power actually meant something in chase?
I'll tell.
Sorry,
okay.
I just
sassy pants. I see you.
This is the reason that I will never put Pinhead anywhere above B tier. Is that yes, his the box power is actually genuinely good, but his chase power is just laughable.
So why do I always die to Pinhead then?
It could be map dependency. I mean, here's the thing. The reason that Pinhead is good in pubs is the same reason that Hag can be good in pubs. They prey on miscommunication. Same thing with Legion. This is why Legion, Hag... Oh, no. That was so close. Legion, Pinhead, and Hag are pub stompers until you get a Swift. And it's because they prey on miscommunication. The counterplay to all those killers is essentially comms.
Yeah.
So
What a waste of
if you can't
good
coordinate who
suffering.
does the box, then yeah, it's kind of hard to play against this killer.
Yep.
So unfortunate. I mean, Pinhead had a really good start. They did a really good job, but that chase with Serena went on just a little bit too long. Again, they had Eruption on that generator. All they had to do was slap the Serena at one point, activate Eruption, and it was game over. It was lights out.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that chase just went on a little too, actually quite a bit too long.
Indeed.
That needed to happen a lot faster, if we're honest.
It did.
But still a really impressive showing, especially as you were saying, some of those incredibly skillful shots with his chains, like
Yeah.
really impressive stuff. And I guess I've never seen Pinhead from the perspective that you're mentioning, in that his power really is not helpful.
It can be,
but
but
now
it's
that I
like
see it,
it's like 1 out of 10 times it's good, which in my opinion is not a good metric for a killer power. Being good 1 out of 10 shots is not good enough.
no, that's
Also, from the chat with the confirmation bias, damn right I have confirmation bias. Because I've never seen Pinhead able to perform. Like, that's the thing.
fair. I'm so
like,
sad. You know, and
like, on
it's a
killer-
shame because,
What?
well, you said you've never seen him able to perform, and for someone who comes to the box so frequently, you would think his performance level would be very
Oh
high.
my
and yet,
word. Oh my word.
that might have
Like-
been too filthy for this panel. I apologize.
And here's the thing, like, it is nothing against like Slaughter, who is on killer right now. It is nothing against them. They have landed like 99% of their shots with their chain, which is better than most pyramid pinheads. And that's what I'm annoyed at. Is this killer was really good. They landed almost all their shots, and yet the power, even with like impaling wire, just didn't seem to perform. Like it didn't seem to work out. Like I don't know. They did
Wild.
really good. Like just yeah, and that's the thing, is that the ultimately Pinhead's chain spawn logic for how it activates is just not good in my opinion. It needs to be reworked.
The fact that you can break them on any object is also, I think, maybe a little bit problematic, especially on a map like this where there's just things everywhere. There's tires, there's trees, there's cars. I mean, this is a fairly cluttered map.
That is kind of fair. It is I don't know. I'm okay personally with chains being broken on everything, but I don't know. It may have also just I don't know. Hindsight 2020, but regardless, these teams played absolutely insane. They played really well. I just I may or may not have a lot of grievances with this killer's package.
That's fair.
Yes, I'm wording it that way very specifically. This is
I
this has
mean-
been the entire conversation.
You know, it is one of those things that from the outside, the package looks quite impressive. You know, you expect a lot of things from it, but then ultimately in performance, it just disappoints.
Oh man. Right.
But it's not a skill
Gil's gonna
issue.
come
it's
into the
just-
chat and be like, "All right, you two,
Yeah,
enough. It's
yeah, he
over."
really is. We're gonna get put in the comp corner.
We really are. And there is that last generator. So it looks like the survivors may be looking at multiple outs here.
Do you think a 4-man out is out of the realm of possibility?
I think it's very possible. Survivors both coming in for these body blocks. Someone is definitely on that exit gate. Not able to get that chain spawn to be in front, as all the spaces that are occupied by survivors.
Beelining it for that exit, trying to cut them off with the chain.
Oh,
Oh,
unfortunate.
so
And that is
close.
the 4-man out.
Wow. That was a wild match.
Indeed. Very, very tough. But with that said, unless I think now it is Chronicles with the 18 points, Arctic Wolf still at 17, and now Petroleum, which is at 16 points, if I remember correctly. So now it's all down to that game, and that is going to be what we have coming up next. Let me just double check. Yeah, it is Petroleum versus Lux. And should Petroleum, obviously there's multiple scenarios here. You have, if Petroleum gets a 2-0 victory or 2-1 victory, they are now tying Chronicles for the lead position. If they only get 1 point, now they're tying Arctic Wolves for the position. If they get a 3-0 match, they're now in the lead at 19 points. We have an upset, folks. Chronicles is now in the lead, but Petroleum could just as easily take that away. What a match.
Y'all are in for another
match.
Wild couple of matches, I think. This is
yeah.
by far one of the most intense days that we've seen, and I am so excited for the next couple of matches.
For sure. But with that said, that is one of 2 matches of the day. We have one more coming up in about 25 minutes, so stay tuned for that. I need a breather after that, Junico. How do you feel?
Yeah. Sorry, for sure. That was so intense. That was wonderful. I am so excited. Oh, hey, Rue, I heard you have a really beautiful, smart, kind, incredible, intelligent co-host for your next set of matches. Who could that possibly be?
I don't know. Probably the better. I'm done with that. I'm done with that bit. I'm so sorry. I believe
You can't even make that joke anymore.
I know. I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. Are you going to be joining me or not now? Because now the way you set that up, I'm really confused.
What? No, it's me.
Oh, it is you? Okay.
Rue! Honestly, they should call you littlerugaard.
They do. It's actually quite a common occurrence, believe it or not. But with that said, we're going to run a quick ad. Well, I say a quick ad break. We're going to be running an extended ad break. Stick around if you can, but if you can't, we understand. And we'll be back in about 25 minutes. It's all down to this, folks. This match will decide who is going to be going into the finals of COTF Season 4. Stay tuned.